My name is Maria Mohammed. Good morning, respected judge, honorable teachers, distinguished guests, dear friends, and our dear colleagues. Thank you very much for your continued attention. European Arts, European Fast, and your father's reflect not only respect for this debate, but his great guidance. I deploy gratitude for that opportunity and that promise to every quality. After my first speaker so clearly and powerfully is the moral, psychological, philosophical, religious foundation of honesty. My responsibility is now to take that solid foundation and bring it into real human life, while we test itself. So I'll need to begin with a simple truth that is easy to say but powerful to understand. Every strong relationship stands on honesty, every strong relationship stands on trust. There is no shortcut in that, there is no argument to honesty. Dear audience, our first school of honesty is not the classroom, it is the home. Before a child meets teacher, a book or society. A book or society, the child meets parents and family members. That is why honesty parents learn about parents damage. Children do not learn honesty from advice alone. They learn from watching behavior. When parents speak truthfully, when parents apologize their mistake, when parents when parents keep their promise, children are taught to normalize honesty as a normal, safe way of living. Emotional treating, because they feel safe. Confident communication, because right and wrong are clear. Such children go into adults because they feel the understand from it. Thank you for your attention.
Excellent.
Good morning, honorable judge, and your points. Today we are debating on the motion. Honestly, there was a very pause. Before we present our argument, let's clarify the key terms. Honesty means speaking the complete words of truth without omission or enrichment. Every single situation. And the word honesty, every single circumstance, 100% of the time. Lastly, these rules need the most advantages and beneficial course of action, leading to the most favorable overall outcome. We, the negative theory, will remove that absolute honesty is not only the best policy, because it can be unkind, dangerous, and unnecessary. My first point shows how arbitrary honesty can harm social harmony in relationships. We, the negative team, believe that when honesty importance, it causes critical questions the real life when it's always. Life is not black and white. Sometimes being 100% honest can be cruel, dangerous, or unnecessary. The honesty includes that total honesty is not the best policy to 5 points, and I will discuss only the first one. Honesty cannot fix social harmony. If you are 100% honest, every second you lose all our faith. So say us, you like my issue, and you think there are things, then you yourself to self no problem, except you are the feeling. In this case, a one point or being successful is the best policy, because it presents the relationship. Honesty without kindness is just bullying. Thanks for your attention. Thank you truly for staying with us and listening attentively after this moment. Your patience, focus reflects not only your dedication to this thing, but also your commitment to values, integrity, and respect. Today, after I stand before you, my role is to synthesize all the arguments presented by my fellow speakers, to commit every victory and to deliver the final verdict with clarity, confidence, and humility. Today, let us reflect on it. You have not spoken only emotionally. You have spoken rationally. You have spoken blindly. You have not spoken blindly. You have spoken with careful evidence and reason. You have not spoken carelessly. You have spoken with responsibility and moral purpose. So our discussion, you have shown that honesty, that is probing the mind and nurture psychological health, lies the stress, anxiety, and inner conflict. Truth brings clarity, peace, and emotional stability. Second, strengthens relationship on every level. Families flourish when honesty is modeled. Education thrives when integrity is honored. Social trust and cooperation on depend trust. Depend trust interactions. Third, build sustainable and success personal or professional life. ensures justice, equality, and social peace. Cooperation is essential between countries, while transparency creates prosperity and confidence. Peace, justice, and peace in different commanders. In Islam, honesty is not optional; it is part of Iman. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, known as Al-Amin, exemplified honesty throughout his life. Dear audience, let us thought and reflect on the moral dimensions. Honesty is more than a role; it is a way of life, a guiding edge, compassing reflections of our character. It shapes the decision we make, the trust we build, the legacy we leave behind. When we speak truthfully, we inspire others. When we act honestly, we elevate society. When we uphold integrity, we honor Allah and human dignity. The Prophet liked honesty. His story confirms the power of honesty. Societies that embrace truth flourishing. The future teachers demand honesty. Without it, progress collapses. The trust erodes in morality dimensions. Therefore, with humility and confidence, background, psychology, philosophy, practical life experience, business ethics, governance studies, and Islamic teaching, we conclude honesty is always a principle. Thank you very much. Good morning, honorable guests and dear opponents. I am Ikram, the second speaker of the COM team. Our first speaker clearly stated the dangers of being honest as a destruction of social harmony. And in my part, I want to focus the safety perspective. Honesty can sometimes be dangerous. There are many times when being honest can put you or others in danger. Let me ask you a simple question. If a strange internet in front of your door asks you, are you home alone or where do you live? In fact, you're alone. Do you tell him the truth to show you honesty? Never. The best policy is definitely not to be honest. The best policy is to protect yourself. Child history. During wars, brother people seeking connect families to their basements to save their life. If soldiers knock the door and ask him if someone is hiding here, the best policy was to lie. And let me add for you 5 arguments. Parents, honesty can help confidence. Telling the truth hardly can make someone feel less confident. Second, some truths are unnecessary. Not every truth needs to be shared, especially when it does no good. Third, honesty can cause danger. People may become angry when they hear the truth. Fourth, small lies can keep the peace. Sometimes a small lie can avoid fighters and keep from harmony. Fifth and last argument, honesty can damage teamwork. Being too honest can create tension in teamwork. Thank you for your attention.
Distinguished dear friends and world opponents, thank you for reminding me graded and activity. Your patience and focus is needed not only for this debate, but also reflects for the future of society and the values that sustain. I am truly grateful for this opportunity to speak so far. My fellow speakers have explored humanity, individual character, family life, and great success. Today, my responsibility is to explain our perspective to the level of national societies. Because dear audience, a nation is but the collection of individual and the principal perspectives also determine the success or failure of different countries. Let me say this clearly. No country, no government, and no society can function without honesty. Honesty governance is not optional. It is the foundation of justice, prosperity, and social peace. Honesty is also the foundation of justice. Justice is the heartbeat of any civilization. Courts, legal system, and law enforcement exist to protect the weak. In short, fairness is in nation face, but justice relies now on its every level. Truthful with many courses, transparency for political practice, integrity, and both judge, lawyers, and officials. Without honesty, justice collapses. Courts face many irregularities and corruption turn the courts into enforcement of operation instead of guardians of fairness. The result is social distress, anger, and injustice. History teaches us this system repeatedly. Civilizations that created this system governance, whether ancient empires, modern states. Invention must collapse because dishonesty destroys public confidence. Social science research consistently shows a driving between development. When leaders, officials, or institutions engage in dishonesty, society suffers. Misuse of resources, unfair distribution of wealth, reduced education, healthcare, growing social inequality, political instability, and unrest. In contrast, nations guided by honesty and transparency express stable institutions, public trust, higher investor confidence, improved economic growth, social cohesion and peace. So, economists and political scientists call honesty governance the most valuable social capital. Without it, even abundant resources cannot protect development. From an Islamic perspective, honesty leadership is non-negotiable. Islam strongly condemns corruption, bribery, and deceiving governance. The Prophet Muhammad warned, Allah is the one who gives, the one who takes it. Abu Dhabi. This is not minor arbitrary, it is a profound moral instruction. Leaders are responsible not only to their citizens, but also to Allah. Islamic governance is a betterment on both worldly and spiritual level. The Quran repeatedly emphasizes honesty in social dealings. Indeed, Allah commands justice in honesty and giving tolerances and forbids immorality. Injustice and revenge. Subhanallah. Honesty ensures justice, and justice ensures peace. Without honesty, laws become meaningless. Without justice, society becomes unstable. And without stability, progress is impossible. Let us consider one real example. Singapore transformed from a city-state into one of the most prosperous nations in the world because it prioritizes honesty, transparency, and accountability. Citizens trusted the system flourished and the corruption remained minimal. This example proves that honesty is not just personal grace; it is a national survival strategy. With this understanding clearly established, I now respectfully invite my business speaker who will address a common argument, honesty, and to show why honesty always remains the better choice in all circumstances. Thank you very much for very much.
ስመልስ ሚስተምራችን
ስትመልሱ ራሳችሁ ወረቀት ተጠቀሙ። የፈለገ ጥያቄ ብትጠይቋቸው
My name is Tasneem and I'm the last speaker of my team. Before I conclude the debate, I want to ask my opponents different questions. First, should we always tell the truth even if it can put someone in danger? And my second question is, if telling the truth can hurt feelings, is it still the best choice? And my third question will be, is silence sometimes better than telling the truth? And my fourth question is, should children always tell the truth even if they will be punished unfairly? And my last question will be, if telling the truth breaks friendship, would you still say it? Now, when I conclude the debate, in conclusion, honesty is not always the best policy. Always telling the truth can hurt feelings, cause arguments, or get someone in trouble. Being careful, kind, and keeping secrets can be better in some situations. So, while honesty is important, it's not always the best choice for every situation. That's why we are saying sometimes you have too much. Dear guests, I hope you understand as we said. Thank you for your attention. Honorable teachers, dear friends, thank you sincerely for your patience and your thoughtful listening. Your willingness to stay engaged shows respect, not only for this debate, but for the values we are discussing today. And I am truly grateful for that. My role in this debate is to address one of the most common and dangerous misunderstandings in human thinking, the belief that dishonesty leads to success, progress, and achievement. Let me say this calmly, clearly, and confidently. Dishonesty may bring speed, but honesty brings direction. Speed without direction leads to destruction. Direction without speed still leads to destination. That's why always honesty wins in the long run. Let us begin with education, the foundation of all future success. Research educational outcome consistently shows that students who rely on honesty develop real and deep competence, strong self-confidence, adaptability to new challenges, and independent problem-solving skills. When students study honestly, struggle honestly, and even fail honestly, they are building something far more valuable than grades. They are building ability. Now let us consider the opposite. Students who cheat may pass exams, but when they face real life challenge, university works, employment, or responsibilities, they fail. Why? Because shortcuts do not build skills. Memorizing answers dishonestly doesn't create understanding. Copying doesn't create creativity. Educational psychology confirms this reality. Dishonest learning weakens critical thinking and reduces long-term performance. Dear audience, failure with honesty is a lesson. Success with dishonesty is an illusion. Success with dishonesty is an illusion. Let us now move from schools to professional life. In careers, reputation is everything. Skills can be learned, mistakes can be corrected, but dishonesty destroys everything. But dishonesty destroys trust, and trust is difficult to rebuild. Employers may forgive errors, delays, or lack of experience, but they rarely forgive false reports or deceptions. One dishonest act can erase years of hard work. Now let us look at conditional promotion offers that is guarantee stability and growth in the long run. With sincere appreciation for your attention, your patience, and your thoughtful listening, I now respectfully pass the floor to my fourth speaker, who will demonstrate how honesty builds justice, peace, and strong nations. Thank you very much. My name is Howard and I'm the first speaker of the country. Today I will explain why
What happened?
and worthy opponents. My name is Howard and I'm the first speaker of the country. Today I will explain why honesty is so important every day. My teammates have shown that honesty can hurt feelings and safety. I will focus on the kindness. There is a difference between being a liar and being a person who is attacked. You have to understand that brutal honesty is just an excuse to be mean. To make this clear, let me give you an example. Imagine your grandmother spends all day cooking for you a special meal. You take a bite and it tastes terrible. If you are honest, you can that the food is bad and make her cry. But if you are kind, you say, thank you for cooking for me, Grandma. Another good example is, if 5 years old younger brother or sister shows you a drama that's the sex terrible and that's if it is good, do you say, no, it's a piece? Of course not. You say it's beautiful. Unless you are Christian, let me ask you 3 arguments. First, privacy should be respected. Complete honesty by it, personal or competent matters that others have right now. Second, children may be free teachers. Some things are too complex or fighting for children in the just to regular understanding. Third, social and professional situations. Remember, absolute honesty on social settings can damage shares or reputations when diplomacy is not brave. Thank you for speaking.
Thank you, Howlett. Thank you, Howlett. We are getting warm enough now. We're getting very hard